Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Atifo ne ahwefo yema obi biara kwaba eba PENDREAM TV. Se na your first time or subscribe to channel and click notification bell no so. Like ejumadi no na share ma afofron so ensa enkabi. Na after say Cecilia da pa ne se mi ebeto dwa ewo social media no. It is causing a whole lot of trend and I have so no more revelation about other MPP gurus and I say other encophobia or mode sika esie or mufie as sika no foreign currencies na and then so no Mugabe man say oye ejuma e TV XYZ and I have so no Power FM or the Expȯses bi abetuja or just say or heni bi ni fie Polytanks ahodo ewo ho nyina no is filled with money wo nsusu ye mu no wo susu say or heni ben and Mugabe man say e kan no ho asem no epepese we ebeje wadwenkyere ewo comment section ho na mempese meka ensem no nyina no kame ho na yentie se na Mugabe ma se eka na ensem anse na be kono subscribe to channel na click notification bell no so like jumadi no na share ma afofron so ensa enkabi yentie se na Mugabe ma se eka na ensem
se na card no ye yema en ayifo fulani fuana
abofori bisasa Ghana card ye twama ye nuanem fulani fuana
na abofori bisasa IGP wapase wo ye charge ini so kwatwana
abofori biso sa IGP wan kasa no san 4% wakofa asem na se we wa super so do atan abofori biso
nipa it is alleged sasa audio na abalik audio no they just want to know say Pepsi for I invite a COP Alex Mensah any a superintendent a Asariana
abofori bisasa Pepsi for bisa say anaso Pepsi omo interview omo fresh up penfo ya abofori be mediana
they just want to know
yes
they just want to know they just want to
abofori person mo say Pepsi
don't pare I dey say be na farmer na krata onko ya na
abofori person mo say
on report wo be na onko ya
yo be na for IGP no nto ana monko ya na
they just want to know
abofori person mo
number 3
na toso me ensa
they just want to know say the angels want to know say when you can see be ewo eastern region ni fie Polytank esisu wonyina sika na aya ma
abofori person mo ho ese ohene kase bi ewo poema tom aso Polytank esisu ho sika ya ma wabo sika ni
angels want to know
abofori person mo ho
say Polytank se wo fie wonyina
abofori person mo ho
na sika na ebi heroes one
Polytank sika ya boni den
I just want to know
yeah abofori person mo ho
plastic
sembebre hey
a cronsio omo bi so
se sika mama euros dollars
porque sika kwa na go sa Polytank
e bisasa Polytanks no e de na ewom ohen proper owo epayement to Polytank woni fie abofori person mo bi so se sika na ya ma
Polytank na eye de ofie ho
sa Polytank ye se de na ye wo ohen proper ni fie
I just want to know
abofori person mo
no eye ofie ho hey
Samo ho abofori den sama ba
yaba takuliga biga
enwana no inimbele
$100 billion angels
Mugabe
just want to know
gas banan
so he be what eastern region wa he kasia bi eastern region yes awo hene no ni fie Polytank yesu onyina no eye sika na aye mo ma
abofori to mo no aso Polytank se woni fie say sika mama na Polytank no kra na dia dey wo fie ho
na sika ni free
na sika ni na fie
I just want to know
abofori person mo na sika ni
free
na sika ni
free
na sika ni
the angels want to know office of the special prosecutor sika na womo bowura Cecilia da perfie no womo confess sika ho ana
abofori abofori biso
the office of the special prosecutor
on person mo
bowura Cecilia da perfie 5 hours na mutu account sika ho ana
abofori bisa
no the angels want to know say
who you know sika no he na impo mo take 5 hours na mo de count sika na
they just want to know they just want to know
abofori person kano abofo no pese mu
enje sire pese mu
pese mu hu bisa
fulani fo ye Ghana card mo ma
na bisa sa so fulani fo omo ye Ghana card why na ejira ni mo obo ma omo ye ka sa ma ye nuanu fulani fo
enje so to know
abofo no pese mu
ye po bi wo Eastern region
Eastern region Polytank why kesi awo Polytank wo promo bia be hu no
ni ahifie ho no Polytank e woni fie wo nyina atwa hia nyina no e sika ne guma
se bisa se Polytank se wo hin popo ni fie wo eye Polytank mu sika na egu mu ve ana ya sembisa mo for the person mu
so honorable Cecilia Dapa office of the special prosecutor wo mo ekọ ni fie wo mo ko ni fie no wo mo ko fresh sika na sika fire sika no ewe
person mu hu mbisa sa mo kwa antisisi fie no aso mu ko fresh sika mo kan ye sika ne hin na wo sesi a mo bisa bisa
the agents want to know
omo bisa person mu
the inspector general of police person wo ye
biso ese IGP aso nankasa epese ono ankasa asem no wabede nanim no osambu aten
asem na ba ne hu ma na ne hunim
e bisa sa asem ekweni ofuri biso
no kwese inspector general of police pepsi for atu omo sa e dia free post for bi say unprofessional conduct
asem angels ne bisa se pepsi for aso ma tonsa afre police from penny for you omo ho bombo nsem no mana
e make asasa wapanyi ban
yo
liquid you no nipa ba ko
nipa bebre pen for me
the angels ni bisa no na so
sa na tie abofu no bisa so
omo bisa
toto papa
abofu no bisa
angels betia wo misa na uruma
the angels want to know
abofu no person omo hu
who is the inspector general of police
why na eda eye Ghana police
one
no
ma pepsi for kwan say wo mutu omo sa fresh police for no
nti wa mo na ma pepsi for kwan say mo to sa fresh police
angels ni so o must anti-crata ni bia it's unprofessional conduct
angels ni che so mo hu crata bia
angels ni so e bisa say don pare ya man crata so report wo bi na office onko ya na
angels ni bi so say IGP aton sa friend
ya
onko ye e bia na aso ya na
NIB
an NIB
mo ko negotiate American deal no yeah wo ni to me ya they will run away from this
run indeed ambekasa
sa nkofo no yedi mo free life oh they will see where power lies
oh yes
sanity
Otimi Mugana o Otimi Mugana kwase awo e fa hundi da
we di crop be fake
surely pay for it
we di obefe
you will pay for it boni bia wadi oman kronkron Ghana no kai hu se dankwama e dia ubetua ho ka akatua eda wanim boni deliberately aw ye bia no obo Ghana fo asem bia no kai hu se dankwama ubetua ho ka
yeah ba se den se pa ebo mo Esisaya ebetumi amagana etupo emesika ena hoto eni adwuma etumi aboma na Ghana so ayede etumi akonani Ghana ya ye mobododo ya ye mobokradodo yetisika so enso akonde yetisika so enso akonde onyakupo ma me kwana me ba ye bani ama the sister sande me yina ama sikano na ele banso otuye bro akana soso
people are dying in the thousands. Cast your eye to Somalia, people are dying. Cast your eye to northern Burkina Faso. The continent is not at ease. And we are commemorating Professor John Atta Mills because he was known as the King of Peace. And we are saying that this is the time that we must give practical meaning to what he stood for, in recognition that this continent will realize our potential until we are peaceful. And I'm not talking about the peace of the graveyard. I'm talking about peace that is real, peace that allows us to exploit our potential. We are telling the arrogant African politician, be not arrogant. Be not arrogant, because the words of the Bible are still true, that if you are arrogant, there shall still appear a fingerless God, and it shall be said, mene, tekel, upersin, that your words and days have been weighed and you've been found wanting. We are reminding them that Atta Mills was the personification of humility. And if Africa is to be great, we must have men and women who are humble, because humility is the mother's milk of servant leadership. We are here to celebrate Atta Mills because he was a Pan-Africanist. He realized, like his predecessors, and it was here in Ghana, not too far from here, in 1957, when another great Ghanaian said that the independence of Ghana meant nothing if the rest of Africa was not independent. That great Ghanaian, for whom this university is named, was Osagie for Kwame Nkrumah. And we are here at a university that is named for him. And I'm aware, I can remember the speech that that man delivered on the day that this university was established. And it's not lost on me that the man in whose honor we are standing here today and in whose honor we are assembled here today was an academic. I'm not unaware that he was an academic of giant proportion, that he bestrode the academic field like the fabled Colossus, that I in fact did meet him as an academic, and that he distinguished himself as an academic. We are here therefore to send word to Africa that in order for Africa to grow, we must give pride of place to education, because education is what will revolutionize the continent of Africa. It is education that is going to change Africa. If we are going to compete with everybody, if we are going to compete with the Europeans, with the Chinese, with the Koreans and the Indians, we must give meaning to what was initiated by Atta Mills. Let the young men and women who are present here in this assembly know that there is no substitute for education. But what kind of education? Is the education that will make us inventors and innovators. It is the kind of education that is going to make Africa great again. And I can hear through the vicissitudes of time the words in silence of John Evans Atta Mills speaking to you, young men, and telling you, rise up and do what is right and good. Rise up. Don't think that being Ghanaian is great. No, it is not. Don't think that being black is great. No, it is not. What is great is our recognition that Africa is great. And if Africa is to be great, it must be great from Ghana. It must be great from South Africa. It must be great from everywhere. I can hear John Evans Atta Mills speaking to us. But the question is, do you hear John Atta Mills? The question is, even if you hear him, are you hearkening to his voice? The question is, are we assembled here merely because it is an annual jamboree, or we are wedded to the ideals of John Atta Mills? John Atta Mills. I'm speaking to young and old people here in Kumasi. I know not whether they hear me, but I want you to speak and touch their hearts. Touch their hearts with the ideals that you stood for. Touch their hearts with the spirit of compassion. Touch their hearts with the spirit of humility. Touch their hearts with the spirit of vision. Touch their hearts with the spirit of equity. Touch their hearts that they may know that Ghana can only be great if they are great, and if our young men and women are great. Touch their hearts. We are assembled here to remind ourselves that whatever happens to us, history will record what we do. And I remember as a young student and as a young curious mind, I read about a young Greek lad whom you young men should read about. The lad was called Herostratus. Throughout his life, he did nothing or did very little, but yet he had the desire to be great. So just before he died, he burnt a cathedral that he may be remembered. Indeed, history now remembers Herostratus as the person who burnt a cathedral. There are two ways of getting into history: burning cathedrals or doing the right thing. Choose you now what you want to do. John Evans Atta Mills did not burn any cathedral. John Atta Mills did not steal any money. John Atta Mills did not do anything untoward. John Atta Mills did the right thing. John Atta Mills was compassionate. John Atta Mills served with dedication. John Atta Mills served Ghana. John Atta Mills served Africa. Choose you now. Do you want to burn cathedrals or do good? As for me, I suggest we follow John Evans Atta Mills.
To Baba Tanka Nimbi. I saw bread. So me fear cry me sa. Be mfi ba nyanko pon pede bi obetimi di mako.
Obi a wo power.
One up power. Me ko position ke. If the Jomama time ko position Kufu Addo Baba to to me more makopa Jomama ne dey 4 years Kufu Addo 8 years we twa just imagine. Me Kufu Addo be ministries me na ke me ba power and nam stadium corner me ko ministry oba bi ada. Me no obi ani asem NPP ni bi ani asem. Ba mamu fo mamu tantan krofo be gi ade ni man ko ni buga. Me say opposition wo the typical who say me ne ya onkrofo me ne makati mu NPP fo ni hu ya omo ni breche NDC secretary obetu na nante e di agroba me NPP ni bia me so ne mbekasa obi hu me onyame anka etu okura anko bebo me ba nyame tiase wo tiase enti muga se ye program dia ya me mfa power asem mama brabo no brabo am de nam e
fantastic akirashi ko ba kirashi ba power na ya se ko bete ba Inspector General of Police ana tambayan ka da ranan ga kama inviting da NIB suka baka nan ka ce ko ba ka ce ba Angels na tambaya da ranan ga Angels na tambaya da ranan
Samoho
Angels na tambaya da ranan
Samoho papa
dan pare da ka invite ka ce ko ba ka ce
the Angels want to know sir
about for the person mu
anyama wode kania akotama oil refinery no wo matwama na yisi jifo atwama
Angels ni bi so say temo oil refinery aso anyama hoden ana power ekoho no ase atwam wo ko ho ho ayesum bibia nkoso ho ana
those are the thermal oil refinery the Angels want to know
ye bisasa mo temo oil refinery aso mo power ho electricity ko Angels ni wo ho
the police service menya adwuma o si ade headquarters Angels are there
abofu ni bisa
menya adwuma wa NIB but the Angels are there
abofu ni
menya adwuma wa Himbia fie but the Angels are there
abofu ni bisa
was sell the parfait but the Angels are there
nina abofu ni bisa
yeah office of the special but Bibia better from their
Angels the be hu abofu ni the be bad to do and yes
saying it without fear or favor
and you so
any wrong move you go down first
and one no
me did the Mugabe maso Mugabe from the Tankolega you so you so to spiritually strong, physically strong,
powerful. Above one kasa. Above one kasa. Above one kasa.
If it must be done,
it must be done well.
If it must be
done, it must be done well.
If it must be
done well.
Fire.
Angels na tambaya fa. Angels na tambaya fa.
And then Friday.
No baby to me see.
Tan shakoko ni tutum.
And ye easy sir.
Shakoko ni tutum say.
Samo ho.
Yes sir, but you jade ka say mama.
Ye we ni prem.
Friend ya shata kule.
Yes sir, what the fugu
senior. Fugu na friend ya dia say.
Massive no.
Me ya takule ga senior biga.
Atankuluga biga.
Massive no.
Powerful man.
Correct.
So fierce.
Ya yakin baba no.
Ye nia Macintosh baby a wo bia.
Macintosh. Ye Echiao.
Special aid to Honorable John Jina.
Macintosh Echiao.
Me funny man.
Toheshi Echiao.
Macintosh.
Yeah, mama. So for your queer con. One is so papa. Yeah, Mark Lawrence. Yeah,
Honorable
Danu. Christ the King Catholic Church. Ofsite Jubilee House.
Okay.
Nyame admo.
Ochina.
Nyame admo ochina.
Okay.
Yeah, man, they are honorable. Yeah, more yako papa. Chianto Heso. Yeah, who ya pa? To Heso chi.
To Heso no.
Yeah. And the woman say, "Oko
Nicholas position my."
Yes, sir.
It's more the power.
Okay.
Me more than okay. I want to head in a melody.
Pound Katamanso, so almost constituency chairman.
Yes,
Chairman Nikus. So, Chairman Aduma, Chairman Nikus, microphone, the sage.
Just an it here. Yes.
Fantastic. It's your pa. More idea to Monina, more Yenimuji, and also I yet me Amo Mudino, Yamamuna Sedin, Yatamachi, Power FM.
And to Hesu, pa.
Great, wonderful. Then here, woman is a baby at a dean. Baby at a dean. Emma Asunina 80 power. 97.9. Most of my kaya home. Facebook so the mamuna akwaba. 979 Facebook Live. Like
Mugabe Masia Pon Fugubere Power 979 FM.
Yeah, at a Kuga Biga excellent say. So who say our tuntum any kokomudia na enibre abefu.
Jinaye pa.
Enibre
ha. Home no ha.
Yo send don't make any move.
Wrong move.
And the table will definitely take 10.
And no.
It's definitely going to 10.
No.
And then if you're that, but I am Kwa. Without
home no.
Dedi kama mamena pendulum TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, pendulum TV.